Hello, I'm Cam Ingram. We're here today at one of our Road Scholars facilities in Durham, North Carolina, and I'm honored to have been asked by the Porsche Club of America to give a brief introduction of what it takes to compete at Porsche Parade. 2023 will be a pivotal year. It will be the 67th Porsche Parade and also the 75th anniversary of Porsche, the company in Germany and the brand that we all love. Brief history of our relationship with the Porsche Club of America and Porsche Parade. In 2005, our first parade experience at the 50th anniversary of the club in Hershey, Pennsylvania, we took 14 cars and had a wonderful experience at our first parade in preparation, preservation, and the restoration class, and we walked away with quite a few awards. Subsequently, over the years, from about 2005 to 2010, we competed every year at the parade and learned a lot as a restoration company and preparing cars for customers of what it takes to be successful at a Concours d'Elegance. Our goal today is to, again, just give a brief introduction to what Concours is. We took our experience with Porsche Parade over those years that we competed there and applied it to our journey as a restoration company. And at Pebble Beach, the last 7 times that we've gone and competed there, we've walked away with 7 podiums. So 7 times, 7 podiums. So I want to kind of address the fundamental principles of what it takes and what's involved, and ultimately make it fun for first-time participants to go to a Concours and make the most out of the experience. PCR, it's an acronym that you'll become very familiar with. This is the format and criteria that you'll need to understand based on which class you want to enter, whether it's preparation, restoration, or preservation. And this will be found on the PorscheParade.org website. Here we have an example of a preservation car. This is a 1969 912 that's all original. Original paint, original interior, original chassis. Now this is a car that if it were to be shown in the preservation class, one of the tougher classes at Porsche Parade, it's judged on a criteria, 5-point criteria. And that would be the interior, exterior, front trunk, engine, and chassis. Again, using this original car from the Ingram collection, this 16 and 912 as a preservation candidate for Concours. This car, or this class, requires that you have 75% original paint. And again, these rules and specific criteria for each class can be found in those PCRs. Concours preparation is an opportunity for you to get to know your car better. That's going to involve maybe a lift or jack stands. But it's an avenue for you to actively work on your car using these basic tools and preparing the car for Porsche Parade. Here is an example of a candidate that would go into the restoration class. This is a 1958 356A Coupe. It's a T2 model. This is a car that we just finished up in our restoration shop this year, and we'll be going to the Amelia Island Concours. We're really excited about this car, and this is a great example of chassis preparation. So restoration class, again, is one of those classes where those 5 tenets would be judged. Again, exterior paint, interior, front trunk, engine compartment, and the chassis. This is an example of what the judges would be looking for. Of course, this is up in the air right now, but they would be reaching underneath here and looking underneath here on the day of the Concours and judging for cleanliness, finishes on bolts, hardware, if it's the correct finishes, and overall cleanliness. So this gives you an example of the level of preparation on a restored car and what the judges would be looking for. I'm going to use the Ingram Collection 2004 Porsche 911 RS 996, a modern day classic. This is a great candidate for the preparation class. Preparation class can fall into 2 categories, those being touring and street. And what's different about those 2 different classes, the touring would have 4 criteria judged. That would be the exterior, interior, front trunk, and engine compartment, where street would just literally be exterior and interior. Again, going back to these core principles of how to prepare for Porsche Parade, This being a preparation class car. And again, preparation class is endless and the possibilities of whether you have a 944, Boxster, or Panamera. All those different classes, again, being on your PCR, Porsche competition rules on the PorscheParade.org. But again, this car, if you were preparing it for Porsche Parade, you would want to address the engine compartment. You would want to make it as clean as possible. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to Porsche Parade and some of the guiding principles behind concours and what it takes to compete there. I implore you to use YouTube. It's an amazing resource, and there are so many reference videos of how to detail your car and prepare your car for concours competition. I wish you the best of luck at the 67th Porsche Parade in Palm Springs and hope to see you there.